Hey guys, still here and welcome to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. It's going to be a stream where we do all sorts of wonky stuff with this game. Over the past couple of weeks I've set up, or I've created a couple of videos, and that means that we've had quite a few different designs to see what works, to see what doesn't work, and to more or less follow something that would resemble a warship, or at least what I think would make sense for a warship. Right now, we're gonna go for wacky designs. The weirder, the better, as far as I'm concerned. Now, unfortunately, still no campaign, so we're sticking to the Naval Academy. If you are in chat and you have any great ideas for warships, then by all means, let me know what your designs are, what sort of mission you want me to play, and what sort of build you think would work on this particular type of ship or particular type of mission. I've done quite a few of the basics already, they're not terribly interesting. Let's have a stab at defeating the semi-dreadnought. You must design and build ships that can defeat semi-dreadnought and 2 escorting light cruisers. Your design choices are either a pre-dreadnought with a heavy secondary battery, that sounds interesting, I haven't done that before, or a more advanced armored cruiser. The main strength of the semi-dreadnought is in its increased number of big guns. In order to fit those guns, the ship sacrifices weight for machinery, secondaries or protection that older types of battleships might have. Nevertheless, the semi-dreadnought must not be underestimated, as its heavy guns can pulverize your ships before you can even touch it. 2 light cruisers will join your forces. Alright, so I'm going to be building a battleship or a heavy cruiser. They are going to be escorted, well, they or it, depending on what I decide to build. Will be escorted by 2 light cruisers. The enemy is 1 battleship and 2 lights. Alright chat, we have a couple of options. We have guns and fire control, which gives me better gun reload. I think this would be interesting if I want to build a secondary type build. Optimized maneuverability. I'm not sure if that's going to be useful. It might. And more funds, I usually find the laziest option, because you just get more cash, but you don't get any of the tech bonuses. So I don't find that to be particularly interesting. Now, let's gonna go for guns and fire control. Now, this is a stream, so I can have a lot more interaction with you guys in chat than I normally do. So if you're just joining in, welcome. We're gonna have some fun with this. We're gonna have a good bit of experimenting with these ships. So, let's say, chat, what sort of a ship are we going to build? What sort of a ship are we going to build? Because we have options. And in fact, we have quite a few. I'm fighting 2 light cruisers, so I would need something that can do both damage to smaller guns and bigger guns alike. How big can this thing get? You can fit a decent amount of guns on here. You can definitely see it's a pre-dreadnought or an early battleship build, because it still has this pretty tall superstructure. And with that, you're going to be limited to how many turrets you can actually place on there. Let's see. Guns and fire. Yes, I agree. Main tower. I usually go for the front tower 3, or at least the top tier, to make sure that I get the most accuracy out of it. Jeez, you don't really have a lot of options there. Okay. Then the secondary tower, so the rear tower. Right there. Funnels. Actually, what sort of propulsion do I have? I got the steam basic or the triple expansion. There's a 60% engine cost. It gives me a whole 1 additional horsepower per ton, but saves 5% on engine weight. Nice to see you guys chiming in from everywhere. Brazil, Australia, Italy. I really like this. Welcome everyone. Germany. Let's see, if I save a little bit of weight on the engine. 6.5. Oh, sorry, that's my cost. Weight, 15 tons. Sorry, 15,000 tons. It saves me 3,000 tons. Let's just go for steam basic and maybe upgrade later. Boilers. I do like everything that is not the natural boiler, because the problem with the natural is that you're just sacrificing a lot of funnel capacity. And more funnels means more efficiency. And more engine efficiency usually means more engine performance. Although, to be fair, engine performance on a 23.5 knot ship, one could argue that that's not really important. Alright, 45%. Let's go with a big funnel on the bow and one slightly more oriented towards the stern. There we go. 92%. Then I think torpedo launchers are not going to be very interesting. They have a range of 3 kilometers. If a ship closes to 3 kilometers, something has gone really quite terribly wrong. So that's not something I'm going to go with. What sort of secondaries can we fit? 8-inch. Oh. You cannot quite fit them here. How about an 8-inch single? No, that doesn't work. It's too big. 7-inch? Nope. 6? Nope. 5-inch? Yes. This could be interesting. Having a 5-inch secondary battleship. If I throw all of these on here, that really doesn't do too much for my weight. So I think I can live with that. Reload time is 15.6. We're firing out to a range of 8.4. And I think that with these guns I can take down a couple of the cruisers. Right. Barbettes I think are just not an option, because it's too early tech to be using those. Main guns. Could we throw in 13-inch? Nah. This sort of ship really doesn't support that. Okay. Chat. Centerline guns. What type? I'm gonna leave it to you guys. What type? Because we have options. Ranging from 9-inch to 13-inch. I wonder if the 13 inches are even gonna fit on the deck. No. No, they do not. Well, I can fit one. But I cannot fit one on the bow. 9-inch would give me a penetration of 3.7 inches for penetration of the belt armor. Deck armor is 0.6 inch, but that is at 12 kilometers. I don't really want to be fighting at 12 kilometers because then my secondaries don't do much. So that's not really going to work for me. 12-inch. Yeah, maybe we can fit a 12-inch on there. Nope. I put the tower as far back as possible. It just doesn't fit. We could go with a bit of a mixed setup. Having a 13-inch on the stern to really punch through stuff. And then see what sort of caliber we can fit on the bow. 11-inch is still too big. Really? There. Considering how close that is to the tower, I'm not sure if the turret will even rotate without damaging the tower, but fortunately the game does not seem to have that much of a problem with clipping. So this could work. Torpedoes aren't a good idea? No, I don't think so. Because they have a range of 3 kilometers. They're really old torpedoes. Now sure enough, the enemy might also have really slow torpedoes and old torpedoes, but... Well, let's say, if I put one of them on there, it now has a range of 3. If I up that to a 18-inch torpedo... Where are you? Here. That ups... No, that does not up it. It ups the damage. It ups the reload. Hold on, it ups the reload when I increase torpedo's caliber? No. No, it doesn't. It just ups the damage. No, I don't really want to go with torpedoes. Can I fit anything down below on the front? Like here? With the anchor chains? Maybe. But I don't think a 9-inch is going to fit there very well. No, the game won't allow you to put it anywhere near there. For guns, I just have the option here and the option there. Maybe a secondary would fit. No. No, this is a really restrictive hull. It does not allow you to do that. Okay, casemate guns. Do I even have a casemate? Oh yes, I do. Just not slight where I was expecting it. It's more off on the bow and the stern. So, I can put 6 inchers as well, which also fire out to a range of 8.5. They're slightly bigger than my 5-inch secondaries. I would put them, well, basically everywhere. 1, 2... Can I fit 2 more here? 3 there. No, we're overweight. Unfortunately, I cannot really do much about that. Maybe I can up the armor type to Group 1. Because I still have cash, I just don't have weight. There we go. Now it fits. So we got the Group 1. Barbettes are not really applicable because I don't have any. Anti-torpedo protection. Yes, I will have some of that. Because there is a very good chance that those light cruisers are going to be spamming torpedoes. We're approaching the cost limit. Before I do anything about defense, I want to go towards offense. Electro-hydraulic turrets in this day and age? That seems optimistic. I don't think I need that, to be honest. Just the advanced hydraulic turrets, they're going to rotate 17.5% faster. So that's a big buff. Reload. Does this also work for secondaries? I think it does. So if I go for semi-auto, currently I have a rate of fire of 15.6, or a reload time of 15.6. And if I go for semi-auto, I'm pushing it down to 11. And here, down to 47. Look at that. That's a really big buff. Because this was 66 seconds. You could shave off 20 seconds off the reload off of that Mark 13. Oh shit. That's a really, really big bit of firepower there. Am I just streaming to Twitch or YouTube? Just YouTube for the moment. Now, rangefinder I think would be important here. In this case, aiming speed or aiming speed. I think this is currently more useful. Because the coincidence rangefinder allows me to get more aiming speed and a little bit of base accuracy. What sort of ammo type do we have? Oh, we got almost nothing. Black powder, gun cotton, and ballistite. I don't really need gun range. Gun shell damage is interesting though. And this is just shell damage and... oh, I get a debuff to chance of fire. That's not really what I want. Oh, I'm above available funds. I think the coincidence rangefinder was a bit expensive. What can I save on? Oh shit, I got few bulkheads. Oh no. Can I just make it really, really slow? 20 knots. Oh, that means that that's our flank speed. That's our maximum speed of 20 knots. That would mean that a cruise speed is probably 16 knots or something in that range. Oh, that's really, really slow. You can go for heavy shells. No, over budget. Alright, let's put a bit more into armor. Yeah, just a little bit. Aft weight offset, 23%. Ooh, that means that the ship's going to be dipping in the stern quite a bit. Which makes the accuracy of the ship probably pretty bad. Does it say anywhere? Speed's overrated. Maybe. Maybe. But speed can get you out of trouble as well. I think that I'm gonna have to scrap this turret. Much as I like it, and all the punch that it can deliver, it's just causing my ship to start dipping aft way too much. So if I put a 9-inch there, I might be able to put a couple more secondaries. Maybe a couple more secondary casemate guns oriented here. There, aft weight offset 0.8. And now I still have quite a bit of weight that I can play around with. Maybe more bulkheads reinforced. That gives me less time to fire extinguishing. So 10% bonus, more floatability. And a citadel. Yikes. I'm just a little over budget. That can be helped. Now the ship is... Actually, it has too much capability for what I need. Too much displacement. So let's bring this back. I cannot drag it all the way down, or I'm going to be losing out on guns. How much do we have at the moment? 15.5. Yikes, there goes, I think, a gun. Some parts are badly placed. Really, like what? The game could do a better job of telling me exactly what parts are currently not working out for it. There, okay, now it's alright. Can you check to see if the 1-inch 13 will fit on the bow? No, it doesn't. I checked. It's going to be running into the main tower. Because this is what that looks like. There. It's going to clip right into the front island, or the front tower. So that unfortunately doesn't work. I could go for a smaller tower. And even then, it is questionable whether that's going to fit. Nope. Besides, I want the bigger tower to make sure that I get more accuracy. Especially out of those secondaries that I'm also using. So we're going to go with the center line 9-inchers. And then secondary guns were 5-inch dual barrel here. Aft weight offset 3.4. So we're a little heavy on the bow. Or sorry, on the stern. 2.1. 1.2. Can I fit some more casemates? 0.6. 0.6 I can live with. That's not too bad. Alright, so what do we have? We have the 5-inch secondaries. We have, or had rather, 6-inch casemate guns. 1, 2, 3 per side. And we got the 9-inchers. These things reload in 21 seconds. These reload in 11 seconds. These reload in about 11 seconds as well. This is going to be an interesting build. Now, I still have a bit of weight and some cash. So I'm going to make this thing as defensible as possible. And since I'm going to be up close and personal with everybody, that is probably 8 kilometers or fewer, I think belt armor is going to be critical here. 7-inch. 7.5-inch belt extended. 10, 5, 10, 6, 10... Can we get to 11? Yes. Now, the conning tower is also quite important. Heavily reinforced structure that shields officers during battles. It's placed in the front end of the superstructure, typically the front tower, and has very small windows from which the officers can observe the battle. If the conning tower becomes damaged, there is a severe penalty in gun accuracy. So this is something that I absolutely want to have survive. .5-inch conning tower armor. Deck extended. Now I'm thinking deck and deck extended armor are not that important. Because at the moment I'm not going to be fighting at long range. So I won't have plunging fire. Which means that the shells are going to come in at an angle. They're going to come in pretty much flat. And hopefully bouncing off of the side of the ship. Maybe give the secondaries a bit more armor. There. Now I still have a little bit of cash left, but no weight. So I could up the displacement a little and see how much more secondary armor I can provide. 6 inch. Can we go to 7? I got the cash for it, just not the displacement. Seven and a half inch secondary armor. How about armoring secondaries? In progress. There's probably more room for armor if you up the displacement. Yes. Done. Turret top, similarly, is not important as deck and deck extended. Could I throw on a bit more speed? No. Anti-flood maybe, to make sure that I have some defense if I start flooding. It is going to add 4% to hull weight. I'm going to have to up it a little. No. I might be able to fit flood 1 though. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I got so little left that I might be able to fit just a little bit on there, but then run into money issues. There. So I can get an 11.1 inch main belt armor, 7.5 inch extended, 10 inch turret armor, 7.5 inch secondary armor, and 11.5 inch conning tower armor. We're the König Albert class. Length 450 feet, I think. Propulsion. 18,271 horsepower. Design speed, 20 knots. Alright, I think we can take it out. Let's see if the secondaries will want to hit something. So what are we fighting? We're fighting the Chinese Empire. Ah yes, the famous battle between the Germans and the Chinese. How could I forget that naval battle? Alright. Let's see about my cruisers. I got the Bremen and the Sea Adler. These guys do come with torpedoes, but it's that terrible range. They only have 200 rounds for their 6 inch, 2,000 for their 5 inch. Bremen seems to be a sister ship. Bulkheads, few. Basically means you're gonna die very quickly. Alright. König Albert. We're gonna set course to intercept those ships. Current range? 8 kilometers, or 7.3. Which is inside the 6 inch secondary range of 8.4. But I think their accuracy is so bad that they just refuse to fire at the moment. Which makes sense. Now I want my escorts to form up behind me. Follow. So we're going to have one line of ships. Leading by the König Albert. And then having the Bremen and Sea Adler behind it. Speeding up. Praying that I don't get torpedoed. Yeah. Okay, let's duke it out with these guys. Oh! They're setting smoke screens. That is not great for my accuracy. There. It's a light cruiser. I could do the same thing, by the way. I could set a smoke screen. But not if I'm behind. Let's slow down a little. 16 knots for full speed. Oh well. Okay, what do we have? 2 turrets. 3 turrets, actually, because he has center line. 2 center lines and a side turret. Can't quite make out what caliber that is, but I'm not seeing a lot of secondaries. So he's just relying on those big guns. I'm probably hoping that his light cruisers are going to be capable of shielding him from my warship getting close. 6.7. We're already, yeah, quite close to identification. 76%. 4.4. Are these things trying to torpedo me now? No. They're staying at range. They're shielding for their bigger ship. 84. Okay, we have done a little bit of... Really? Waterline damage? And König Albert so far seems alright. The game's still questioning what these things are. It's not a DD, I can tell you that much. It's probably a light cruiser. Ah, the 5-inchers are joining in. Good. The 5-inchers are apparently more convinced about their accuracy than the 6... Ah, there go the 6-inchers. There we go. And now we're picking two different fights. We're taking out, or at least taking shots at the thong over here with the 9-inch, and using the secondaries to go after one of the cruisers. What's the purpose of the smoke screen when no one has radar? Well, you're obstructing view, and you're making it harder to hit. Or unless you were referring to world warships. Taken a little bit of damage. I don't like how close these cruisers are getting. Better to get rid of the small ones first. Yes, it might be. And I'm already in the process of doing so. Because the 5-inchers are working over the cruiser. I think. Unfortunately, you cannot really seem to set your secondaries to target a different ship. So let's have all the guns go for the Chung. And I hope we can get rid of that one quickly. And then close the distance to make sure that the 9-inchers, the 6-inchers and the 5-inchers all have the best possible chance of penetrating this ship. And also get my light cruisers involved and into range. I've taken a little bit of damage so far, but nothing too severe. And this one... Well, he's definitely being rained on. What are my light cruisers doing? Oh, gentlemen. This one. Because I don't think that with 6 and the 5-inch they're going to be reliably penning one of these things. That is, maybe if I go for HE fire. But these ships have so little armor that I don't think... Well, HE might just work against them. Alright, cruisers fire HE. At the very least, they're not coming closer anymore. Because I was quite worried about that 3-kilometer torpedo range. Took a little bit of damage there, nothing too severe. Are there really 21 knot maximum light cruisers? Yes. That auto design is not very inspiring, to put it generously, but then again... Oh, there's another smoke screen. These are... I think maybe World War I era ships. And I mean, they're probably not real designs, the Chung. Oh shit, what the hell was that? I think I just got detonated. What? Despite all that armor, I got detonated? Because all of a sudden my hit points went down from... I think 95% to none. Just in an instant. What the hell was that? Retry. Yes, please. How did I get detonated? Okay. Could I go for... No, this even improves my... detonation chance. I think black powder is just the best option I have. Okay. So that didn't quite work out. I do feel that I think... Yeah, I think the ship can do it. Torpedo? No, not at that range. I think that battleship just opened up and got a whole bunch of damage in. Alright, different tactic. Same ship, different tactic. I want the cruisers to be pushing in aggressively. They don't have to survive. Keep alive 100% of BB or CA, but not the cruisers. So if my light cruisers get killed, that's unfortunate, but so be it. So let's start the smoke generators, making sure that the Koning Albert doesn't take too much damage. And hopefully not get detonated this time around. That'd be nice. Accuracy is going up pretty quick. Look at that, 9%. Sure enough, I haven't hit him yet. But I think that's not going to be too far off. Commence your turn. Light cruisers. I think the Frankfurt's quite close. 3.7. How many torpedoes do I have? And launchers. 1 bow, 1 starboard, 1 port, and 1 aft. Okay. We're fighting the Yusheng. Oh shit, once again, 13-inch guns. Oh no. Yeah. Can I actually pen that? It has 1.5 to 11-inch armor. So let's say I'm trying to pen 11-inch. I can only do that at 2.5 kilometers. Switch to HE. I need to get way closer before I can ever hope to pen that battleship. Even with the 9-inchers. Now there is something I still don't quite get. That is this aiming ladder. I'm not sure what that is. So if you guys in chat know what that is, let me know. Because I'm really quite curious. Aggressive torpedo launch, please. Torpedoes away. Same goes for you. Aggressive launch. And fire HE rounds. So he torped. Well, sort of, I guess. He sent out 1 torpedo. Frankfurt. That's weird. You'd expect it to be a few more, considering it has the launchers for it. Oh well. Switch cruisers to HE. Done. Yep. And my cruisers are carrying 6-inch main, 3-inch secondaries, and they're doing a whole 19 knots. That is some really unimpressive speed right there. Now I have hit this ship a little bit, but not set any fires yet. The Yusheng. I do want to keep closing in. So let's set a slightly further starboard course. Continue to intercept. Shells are going all over the place. I gotta say, it looks impressive when you get one of these secondaries, one of those volleys. Just a hail of gunfire coming out. And keep in mind that I'm running the game not even on the most beautiful graphics settings. I'm running it on good, which I think can go up to... what's the highest setting? Beautiful, I think? So that's 2 levels above. Ladder aiming starts by sending shells for short at progressively increasing range. Ah, right, so they're just extrapolating the range. Trying to figure out where to go. My cruisers, especially the Frankfurt, is having a pretty piss poor day here. Alright, I want you to disengage from the division. The Ersatz Karlsruhe. Frankfurt. Well, I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to keep fighting, like it or not. With your whole speed of 9 knots. Alright, at the very least I've been able to set some fires. which the Yusheng has promptly turned off. Damage to the secondary tower and the main tower. But still, he's going to be capable of firing those 13 inchers at me with pretty convincing accuracy. Ow! That was my secondary tower. That could make my accuracy suffer a little bit. Now, I'm at 2.7 kilometers. I think it is time to switch back to AP rounds for the battleship. Oh, that was not good. That just destroyed a secondary gun. Structural is down to 74%. Look at that. The aft tower, the secondary tower, is so tall that it intersects with the structural integrity information about the ship. Come on, start doing damage to the Yusheng. Torpedo's been destroyed. Well, let's just start. Ooh. 2.5 kilometers. Further damage to the secondary tower. Come on. I'm just not penning his armor. You can see that I'm getting some sort of shatters. Or at least that's what I think is that cracked shield. What are my cruisers doing? Well, they're not dead. I suppose that's something. Oh, your smoke screen's not ready yet. Oh shit. You just lost your main tower. Okay. I guess the torpedo run didn't quite work out as well as I'd hoped. %44% chance to hit. He's firing back at 30% accuracy. I put out far more shells, but it doesn't really matter. Not when you take hits like this. Now, as far as I know, guys, the game's not on Steam yet. You can get it through the website, which I thought I had linked down in the description, but I'm not exactly sure. I'll put it in chat in a second. You can get into the early access for the game for $50, which I think is rather steep for an early access, but then again, this is almost a fleshed out game, fully fleshed out. Or if you want to wait until it gets released, I think 2020, so next year, you can get it for $30. But then you're gonna have to wait a bit. Come on, do some damage. Flooding. Okay. Damage to main tower. What's my speed? I'm still doing good speed. What's his? He's still doing 20 knots. Look at these cruisers, though. Both the Karlsruhe and the Frankfurt were able to completely heal up. That is really impressive. They got their flooding under control. And despite having taken some pretty bad hits, they're still alive. And not just alive, they're actually doing a fair bit of damage. Some more cracks to the armor. Come on, I want to knock out one of those 13-inch. Please. I think they might just have too much turret armor. That was not a pretty hit. Big guns are just better, yes. So it would seem. But it seems like I very much cannot get the 13-inch guns that he has. Secondaries are now going for the light cruiser. Oh, and destroying the main gun. Oh, sorry, the main turret. No. What did they just destroy? Yeah, they destroyed a main gun. On the Bangbu. So the secondaries apparently think that this is right now easier to hit. I am really not liking the distance, though. Oh shit, he sent out a torpedo. And this is also a torpedo, which will be impossible to avoid. Unless... Here it comes. I might just be out of the way before that torpedo gets here. But not by much. Lost a funnel, I destroyed his funnel. Yeah, the torpedo's out of the way. Make sure I'm at cruising speed, yes. Good point. Let's go back to 16. Lost a funnel. Maintain fire at the Yusheng. I think at some point I gave the order to start firing all at the cruiser. It's going all over the place. Make a slight port turn. This is exchanging a lot of fire, but not doing that much damage. Oh. Karlsruhe is taking quite a bit of damage. Maybe going with a battleship is just not the way to go. Maybe you need to go with a cruiser. A heavy cruiser, that is. Ow. Ow. Damage to the main tower. At this point, it doesn't really matter. I mean, sure enough, losing your main tower hurts. Or losing an engine hurts. But we are pretty much at spitting distance here. 900 meters. I just don't think that Koenig Albert will survive this engagement. Because I've still done remarkably little damage to this ship. Both HE and AP proved ineffective. Hmm. $51. Why don't I stream to YouTube? I don't know, I just started out with Twitch. Initially, I thought that Twitch was just an easier system to use. But YouTube automatically publishes the video when you're done. Oh, there you go. There goes my cruiser. Shit, I got hit by a torpedo. YouTube automatically publishes the video, renders it, etc. So that is easier. Twitch, however, has the whole partnership thing, which is what I was going for at the time. And I now have it, although not Twitch partnership, Twitch affiliate. So people can subscribe to me, and that's another way for me to generate some revenue from these streams. So that's why I'm not really streaming to YouTube as much. But I do find that I get far more viewers when I'm streaming to YouTube than when I'm streaming to Twitch. Jeez, look at this monster. Structural 84, float 100. My ship, structural 31, float 56. Destroyed, main gun. Are both main guns inaccurate? Or inoperable? Yeah, I think he knocked out both of my main guns. This is not working. To put it mildly. 85% chance to hit, but both of my 9-inchers are dead. Which I think the HUD could do a better job of displaying. Because right now it's not quite clear to me whether these are accurate, operable, working, whatever. The game over here shows you that they're not. You got a red turret there and a red turret there, and you can still see the same thing over there. But over here you think that, hey, they're locked on. They get a 100% chance to hit at 500 meters. Surprise, surprise. So why are they not shooting? Right. Let's go and rebuild the ship. Alright, chat. Apparently, 9-inch is not big enough. We may need to think bigger. Or think different. Armored cruiser. What can we fit on an armored cruiser? 11-inch. There. Okay. I quite wonder about the wisdom of this design philosophy, but let's just try it. No ramming. No, I don't think that's even in the game. We are going torpedo build here. Now, let's do something that's probably not going to work. Make the ship make the ship move at 38 knots. And I need a weight displacement of 30 tons in order to fit that in. Sure. No, I don't think so. Okay. Let's go with something that's slightly more reasonable. Maybe 27? No, I'm still overweight. 25? 25. Range, no. Bulkhead standard. Go with an improved steam engine. Induced boilers. Oh, speaking of, I still need to add funnels. Triple funnel. Funnel capacity 55. Oh. Those things look really close together. 9 inches big enough? Yeah, right. We're still talking ships, right? Now, my 4 weight offset is 9%. So that means that this turret needs to come back a little bit. 5.8. And the stern turret needs to go out a little more. 2.4. 0.8. 0.8 I can live with. That should work. Now, how fast do you think this thing is going to get killed off? Because I, for one, am not overly optimistic about its chances of surviving. Surviving anything at that rate. Give me the biggest torpedoes you got. 18-inch torpedoes. I'm gonna have to keep everything else the same because I'm at displacement. Unless I want to go bigger. Maybe this will work. We got the fast torps. Minus 50% to torpedo range. So you're telling me my torpedoes have a range of 1.5 kilometers? No, thank you. Yeah. I can fit a 13-inch turret on the back, yes, but that offsets my front weight too much. Which is why I'm not a big fan of it. What other things could I put on here? Can I get more torpedoes now? No. I could improve the reload rate, probably. Semi-auto. Electrical turrets. Anti-flood. We are going to get close, and we're probably going to take flooding. Citadel 1. Overweight. No Citadel. No. I'm approaching weight limit. Yeah, I'm pretty much at capacity here. Now, 4 weight offset's a bit too high. I'm not even sure how much this matters, but it's just my personal challenge to make sure that these are as properly balanced as can be. Torps are only useful against the AI at point blank. Yes, I know. We're gonna go to point blank. Gunpowder. HE shell damage. 20% chance of ammo detonation. Sounds like a fun idea. We go for heavy shells? Yep. Oh, this is gonna get weird. AI is ridiculously good at dodging them. Yes, they are. So I hope to just save those to the last possible moment and then try to jam them into that ship. That's the plan. Doesn't mean it's gonna work. Alright, what is the Chinese bringing this time around? Set a course directly for those ships. What are we looking at? There's the cruisers. There's the battleship. Seems like a similar setup to previous. Wouldn't be surprised if those are 13-inch turrets again. I can do 25. My light cruisers are once again slower at 19 knots. Okay. Screen. Yeah, no, that's fine. Let's speed up. Times 5. Torpedoes, hold. What ships are in this game? Carriers and submarines? No. They're not in the game. I don't think they're going to add those. But I don't really know. For the moment, there are destroyers, or small torpedo boats, if you will. Torpedo boats, destroyers, light cruisers, cruisers, heavy cruisers, battle cruisers, dreadnoughts, battleships. After this mission, we can go for a really, really big battleship. Or we can try to sink one. Holy shit. He just got his ammo detonated. Juku. Ammo detonation. He just went down to 35%. So far I've taken a little bit of damage, but nothing very serious. I think the Juku might die. Very, very soon. So that was a pretty lucky hit to his ammo storage. Now I hope to be minimizing the profile of the ship by going bow in. I'm not sure how the game actually calculates that though. So it might work, it might not. Carriers would be, or aircraft would be OP. Yeah, potentially. But I really would like to see how well you could defend a fleet against air attack. And sure enough, adding secondary guns or AA guns would make the game more complex. I don't know if they want to add such complexity, but I for one would love to see all the AA stuff. Oh, we destroyed his torpedo tube. Oh, that's excellent. Oh, speaking of, rudder right maximum. There's a torpedo inbound. Come on, turn. Okay, we're fine. I really want to get rid of this light cruiser before he starts to torp me as well. Oh, he just did. There it is. There's a torpedo in the water. Come port. Zhukao is done. Next target. The Jingzhou. Rush this thing. I'm going to keep the guns on the Jingzhou while going directly for the battleship. Damn the torpedoes. There's another one. Now the Jingzhou can also send out... No, it cannot send out torpedoes. It doesn't have any. So the AI went with a build without torpedoes. Come on, if we can get an ammo detonation on this one, that would really help. Ooh! There goes the bow turret. How much flooding... Oh, look at this. The pack has minimum bulkheads, which means that it's not going to be very survivable if it takes a hit. And I hope that flooding is quickly going to spread throughout the whole ship. .40mm Bofors against an enemy battleship? I don't think that does much. Took a little bit of damage to my torpedo tube. Can I send out one? Just the bow launcher? I'm at 1.1 click. Maximum turn. Slow it down. Need to make that turn a little tighter. Hold fire until we're targeting the battleship. Oh shit. I just got my main gun destroyed, my funnel destroyed. engines? No, engines seem fine. Where are my light cruisers? I need you guys to go here and intercept. Come on, Thor. Time to bring down the hammer. Reacquire. New target. Battleship. Torpedoes to save. Oh, torpedoes away. There. 1 and 2. 18-inch torpedoes are now on the move. Turn. Maximum starboard. Because apparently the game does show you that you fire torpedoes, but I still have 2 on the other side, which can also be handy. The pack is immediately starting to maneuver. He definitely saw that torpedo launch, but I'm thinking that this torpedo might be a hit. Oh! Ammo detonation. Now I got my ammo detonated. Oh. I need more bow armor. Yeah, tell me about it. Another ammo detonation. Hold on, you cannot just keep detonating my armor like that. Come on! No, he's gonna miss. Oh. I was making his accuracy better moving towards him, yes. True, but I needed to get those torpedoes off at short range. And I have actually done more damage to this ship with a cruiser at point blank range than with my 9-inch battleship. Though, battleship might be overly fair. Some damage to his main guns. Where are my light cruisers? I think the Thor might not survive this long enough. He is sinking, albeit slowly. Destroyed the main tower. And he's turning starboard, which means that he has 1 turret less to blow the Thor away with. The Thor has now lost all of its engines. Engines 1, 2, and 3 are damaged. Come on, buddy. Make the turn. Alright, peel out, detach from the division and go to the starboard side of that ship. If you have torpedoes, by all means. At this point you would argue that there's nothing left to flood on this ship. I've had my ammo detonated twice. I'm not sure how there's still anything to hit. Oh, torpedo on the way. That's an 18-inch that he's... 2 18-inches that he's going to have a little bit of trouble to avoid. Yes, please. Because his bow is flooding, but his stern is not. So if I hit him right on the stern, I might yet salvage this mission. Come on. Boom, right on the rudder. Destroyed the casemate, damage to the main gun. That other torpedo is going to miss. Frankfurt. We got 17-inch torpedoes. How about sending those out? Where? Are you kidding? Oh, the torpedoes are on the bow and the stern. That's not helpful. I'm so used to torpedoes being amidships that I'm struggling a little bit with these things being on the bow and stern. Hold. I want to see the whites of their eyes before I send that torpedo out. Because I only have 1. Come on. If the Frankfurt can get that torpedo off and hit him amidships, I might still win this. Come on, Frankfurt, send your torpedo. Shit. There goes the Thor. Oh, we almost had him. We almost had him. Oh, okay. An anti-cruiser gun against a battleship seems ineffective. Yes. I suppose we could say that. Okay, I want to try something else. We're going to build the biggest ship that we can find. The modern battleship. Design a late-tech battleship to fight versus a whole fleet. This is going to be good. Because I have $145 million to work with. Compare that to this one, where I had 9.5 million. So this is going to be a battleship that is way larger. I'm going to be boosting technology because I don't think I need more funds. More funds would get you another 100 million. So let's just boost tech. We're taking on a whole fleet. But I can get the biggest guns in the game. Alright. Displacement. 79,000 tons. That can go all the way up to 92,000 tons. That is ridiculous. Now. The main guns that I can field. Centerline 18-inch triple barrel turrets. This is going to be a fairly powerful warship, one could argue. I will need the huge superimposed barbettes. Now, this is not a terribly creative design. Hold on, you can have 18-inch side guns? Get out of here. Are you telling me that will actually fit? No. No, that doesn't fit. How big can I fit on there? 16? Ho! Ho ho! Okay. Just mount 24 300 mils. Sure. Like what? I first want to try this mission with those 18 inchers. Triple 18-inch guns. What could possibly go wrong? Alright, now a main island. Yeah, that's when I run into my bow. Or my secondary turret there. As far back as I can put it. Then first the barbette. There. Then the main gun. Triple turret. There. Yeah, now it fits. Secondary tower is needed. Okay, let's deploy that. There. Then a couple of funnels. Just a mega funnel or two. Before I look at engine efficiency, I first need to do a whole lot of upgrades. I'm going to go for diesel 2. Less engine cost, but also more ship repair to the engines. The last thing I need is for this thing to stall and just run out of steam. I want to go for oil to get my funnel capacity up higher. And look at that. If you go from coal at 45.5%, you immediately go to oil at 90.9% with just one funnel. Natural boilers. I still don't think it's really suitable to have a diesel engine with oil and then boilers. Apparently that's not a thing. But okay. Auxiliary engine. Tier 3. This helps with ship repairs, water pumping, ship repairs to engines, turret traverse speed. And shaft 3. More acceleration, more turning rate, and again more engine repair rate. Can we go triple turret at the rear? Yes, we are. This is what it has. Now, make sure that this thing is properly armored with Group 4 armor. Barbette armor. Yes, I'm going to go with Barbette 4. It will make them heavier, but it also reduces the detonation chance, which I think in this particular mode is going to be critical. Torpedo belt. If I just stay at range, I might not get torpedoed. But do I want to bank on that? Maybe not. Triple hull? More resistance? It's mostly against mines and torpedoes. Oh, can I triple turret? No, I don't think so, because I still need to have the secondary tower. Although... No, you have to be kidding. No, he's not kidding. Oh my god. I have created a monster. This thing has a 15-inch broadside, 18-inch guns. Or 15 gun, 18-inch broadside. Damn. Yeah, I'm gonna want torpedo protection, I agree. Can I fit this slightly further to the rear to get that weight offset a little better? 1.6. This turret? 1.5. On a ship this size, I don't think it matters too much. Big guns never tire. Do not go brawling. Indeed. I don't want to go brawling. Maximum bulkheads. Reinforced bulkheads. Maximum number. Anti-flood 2. Citadel 5. Maximum protection for this ship. Now then. I want electro-hydraulic turrets, because I think the turret traverse on these might be dreadfully slow. Unless you're a Russian battleship in World of Warships, they turn really, really slowly. So let's go for electro-hydro. Auto-loaders. Currently I reload in 83 seconds. Now I reload in 50 seconds? Okay. I can live with that. I don't need torpedoes. I do need a different type of ammo, though. Everything that gives me range would be nice. This gives me more shell penetration, which I really don't think is going to be an issue with these guns. TNT. 2 powder. That sacrifices gun range. Wasn't it ballistite? Yeah, ballistite gives you more gun range. And more shell damage. Have I played Star Sector? No. Pack a lot of secondaries for the cruiser and the DDs, yes. Rangefinders. Long range accuracy, please. Stereoscopic rangefinder. Radio. No, I'm just gonna go for radar generation 2. I still have 10 million to play with and about 9,000 tons. Okay, secondaries. I can fit underwater torpedo launchers. Yeah, no thank you. I will take a couple of 8-inch, or... Could I fit 8-inch on the side? No. You can fit some of them on the island. I think. Just not the 8-inch. Maybe the 5? Yes. I can fit 5-inch on there. 6? 6-inch also works. Okay, so we got 6-inch, which fire at 8-second reload to a range of 13.8 clicks. Where their accuracy is pretty dreadful, but overall, as long as I can keep those things firing, that should work. Okay, what else do I want? Because I think I cannot really fit any more guns on here. My main guns are taking up all the space. Maybe another one here. Like that. Yeah, like that. I think it's time to add some more armor. 12-inch belt armor. I'm especially expecting long-range gunfire. Oh. 6-inch? 6-inch. Deck extended. 2-inch. Turret top. 2.5-inch. Deck extended. Yeah, 2.1's the best I can fit. Now, I have standard shells. I can go for super heavy, but it will make the shells weigh a whole lot more. I'm kind of wondering, though. How much damage does this do? 13,000. You're not kidding, are you? Versus 11,000. What if I take an... Sorry, what if I take an increased amount of shells? How many shells do I have? 300 per gun. I fire every 50 seconds, so let's round that up to every 60 seconds, because I won't sustain that 50-second reload, because I might not always have something to shoot at. So every minute, I fire 3 rounds. That means I can fire 100 salvos from these main guns. One would think that that should be enough. Now I can reduce the weight a little bit, because I'm only using 84 out of 91 tons. 91,000. If I reduce it too much, however, I'm going to lose a turret, because the ship will be smaller. But now I still have 5,000 tons left to work with for additional armor protection. Or to go with those super heavy shells. Yeah, I kind of want this. Gives me more gun range and more shell penetration. Boom. Super heavy shells. Alright. Armor up. Let's go for 7-inch on the deck. Maybe 3.5 on the extend. Oh, never mind. 2.6. I think this song is fitting. In hell, I'll be in good company. I just built a 15-gun, 18-inch battleship. Now, we're going to be taking on the majority of the enemy navy. Oh yeah, actually, you guys are right. Do I really need 12-inch belt armor? I might not. I can reduce the range to minimum. Yes, good point. I usually do that, but this time I forgot. I cannot really up the speed any further. Maybe reduce the belt armor to 11 and up the deck armor a little. Because I think plunging fire might be a bigger risk than having fire or having ships come too close and fire at my belt armor. There. Send it. Okay then. This is going to be really, really interesting. They're building the Heisen class battleship, the Fiji class battleship, Naishi class heavy cruiser, Mina... What? Sorry, that was too fast for me. Setting up divisions. Alright. I'm taking 1 Austro-Hungarian super battleship to take on 2 battleship, 5 heavy cruisers, and 5 DDs. Start. Enemies spotted to the south. So that's there. I have 2.5 hours to sink all enemy warships. Not just a few, everything. Now these things have a range of almost 40 kilometers. Holy shit. I don't think I can pick up targets at 40 clicks out. This right here is 14.5. Ah, I think I just got a radar ping. 32 clicks out. There. So that's where they are. Yep. Okay. You may now commence the fun. Let's slow down to full speed. Get those guns a bit more accuracy. Come on. Give me something to shoot at. 10 times. Now at this range I definitely want to be firing AP because it's going to smash right through their decks. Contact. Enemy smoke spotted to the south. So we still don't know exactly where they are. We don't have an or a visual yet. It's a one-hit kill on the destroyers if I hit them. Now the accuracy I think is quite good. At about 12 kilometers I start hitting with 31% accuracy. At 5 kilometers I have a guarantee to hit 100%. Although if something comes to 5 clicks, I might start to really be in trouble, torpedo-wise. Steady course. Can I find those radar pings again? And they're still to the south. Where? 10 times. I think they're farther away. Alright, we're just gonna have to be a little patient. Oh! Hello. This is one of their battleships. It has to be. Casemate guns. A secondary between two very big turrets. We're identifying it at 5%. Accuracy is 6.6. Really? Are we swinging the guns around? We are swinging the guns around. I hope they keep training those guns on target, because I want to see a 15-inch broadside. Well, if I turn them off, they just don't do anything. Oh, man. (18-inch? Sorry, 18% accuracy? What am I firing at? And how far is that? That's 25 kilometers? And I have 20% accuracy already? Oh, son, get fucked. Get fucked. Did we just fire a full... We fired a full salvo. Oh, look at this. It's about to be a rainy day for that battleship. Accuracy 23%. If I could smash through that thing at this range, that would be perfect. Look at that. Just imagine being on the bridge and looking up and going, oh damn. That's not good. Oh damn. Hit. Engine 3 damaged. Flooding. I just knocked 20% off of that battleship, caused them to flood. Engines 2 and 3 are damaged. Engine 3 is instantly repaired. But I got a mid-ship penetration for 457 damage. Boom. And we can do that every 55 seconds. Rounded up. And there's more inbound. Accuracy 24. He's turning. Not enough sunshine. Jesus. Destroyed. Main tower. It's on fire. Knocked it down to 52%. It's flooding. This is just cruelty to small ships. New salvo on the way. And this is a battleship, mind you. I still don't even know what I'm firing at. But I think that by the time that I know what it is, or have a relatively good identification, it's going to be dead. Main gun destroyed, or damaged. Yeah, I think he's reconsidering his attack on the Ladislaus. I wonder why. Look at this stuff. My goodness. Bend over, buddy. Here it comes again. Oh, damaged. Main gun destroyed. Structural down to 34%. He's listing to starboard under a very bad angle already. This poor thing. Look at this. Red, 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 red. That's 5 compartments that I think the game classes as destroyed. Boom. Another main gun destroyed. Oh. We lost line of sight. Well, I wouldn't be surprised if that ship eventually floods out. So, we have a new contender. Triple inch guns on the bow and stern. Triple inch turrets, a couple of secondaries. And a whole bunch of lifeboats, which you might need sooner than you would expect. I don't misclassify battleships. Well, I don't classify them at all. Because I sink them before I even get a positive identification on them. Ship's log. Nothing so far. Well. About that. Flooding. Main gun damaged. Just knocked off another 14%. Oh, this is quite the sight to behold. Look at these broadsides. I just have no idea what I'm firing at. Damage, fire, flooding, damage to main gun. That's another 40% off of that warship. And my accuracy per gun is locked currently at 29%. And going up, probably. But because I'm firing so many rounds, they just... well, something is going to hit. As, I suppose Jingles would say, throw enough shit at the wall, and some of it might sink an enemy battleship. Although that's probably not what Jingles would say. What am I calling my battleship class? It's called the Ladislaus. I suppose the Austro-Hungarian Empire would not really have the funds to build more than one of these things. Or rather, I hope not. I mean, we're still going to need a good name for this ship. Yamato had 3 of these turrets. I have 5. So, what should we call this thing? What should we call this battleship class? Now, we're not quite done, remember? There are still 5 cruisers and 5 destroyers coming in. They've also added this mission in reverse, by the way, where I'm in command of the other fleet, and I have to sink one of those monster battleships. So it is also capable of doing this mission in reverse, in which case I would be subjected to that level of firepower. Destroyed a secondary gun. That was 1,000 points of damage. What range do we have? 24 kilometers, give or take. Surprisingly, this thing is not flooding yet. I thought it had a flood initially when I penetrated the bow, but it apparently was able to fix that. Now it's also caught fire. Main gun destroyed. Yeah, throw enough shot at the wall and some of it might stick. But I kind of like throwing out enough 18-inch gun shells and some of it might sink an enemy battleship. I wonder, by the way, how Jingles would play this game. I'm kind of hoping that he's going to pick it up as well. Because with his extensive knowledge of naval warfare, I think he would be a really, really good content creator on it. Main gun destroyed. I'm surprised it's still coming in, by the way. Because so far its engines seem to be perfectly fine. Casemate destroyed. There goes the flooding. Ah, we got identification on him. Took me long enough. It has triple 16-inch turrets with a maximum range or 24 kilometers, but I don't think it can see me yet. And then it has 6-inch, 6-inch, 5-inch and 3-inch. But I think the Fuji might not actually get one salvo off at all. Just imagine building one of these things. That's... oh, there you go. Lost line of sight. Just imagine building one of those. You spend years building a battleship like that. And then you send it into battle and it encounters something like this. And it sinks before it even gets a single salvo off. That would... well, to say it would suck would probably be an understatement. But holy shit. Oh, we got a... I think a radio... no, I don't have a radio position direction there. I'm getting a radar contact in this direction. But what? Let's set a course for that contact. I prove that my radar, or at least I hope that my radar is going to detect them before I get too close. Oh. Ah, it's the Fuji again. Whatever's left of it. Well, you know what to do. And here we finally see the first of the cruisers. I'm just going to let that thing sail around for a bit. Come on, Fuji. Just need a bit more damage taken. Am I firing all turrets? Yes, I am. Accuracy 34%. Jesus. Can we finally sink this thing? I think it needs one more salvo and then it'll go down. It's down to 9%. Credit where credit is due. This crew has managed to get the flooding under control. I'm not sure how exactly. Because I suppose this thing is more duct tape and wedges than anything else at this point. But they have done it. 29, I'm reacquiring a target. I think I was hitting this one. That was another massive hit, and once again it survived. Really quite survivable for taking these consistent 18-inch salvos. That's another 1600. It didn't even take any of his structural integrity away. Hold on! We are now taking return fire. Yes, there it is. Okay, in that case we're gonna angle away. Because I much prefer to fight at range instead of up close. That's where I have the advantage. Up close, the cruisers can start to put out far more volume of fire than I can. So let's keep them away. Nailed the cruiser with HE. Yeah, it is a heavy cruiser though. I think it has enough armor to stop the shell from completely over-penetrating. So I think firing AP at it might do better. Now this cruiser is about to get I think some collateral damage. Because the shells are going for the Fuji, but this cruiser is so close that I wouldn't be surprised if it's going to get hit as a side effect. Here it comes. Ooh, you got lucky there, Sunshine. As opposed to the Fuji. Surprisingly, I'm not seeing any more structural or float damage. You'd expect that at this point they would start to sink, but I'm not seeing it. Oh, I got a ship at 14 clicks out. I want to finish this thing off because I don't have to chase it down later on. Once this is done, I'm going to take down this ship. Which... I think this is more heavy cruiser than battleship. But I could be mistaken. ×3. There we go, now it's flooding. Structural is down to 7%. Oh, and the 6-inch secondaries are also joining in. With an accuracy of 1.2%. That's cute. Look at that though. Main. Holy shit, did I just sink something? The main was at 50% accuracy. He was on a rescue mission. Yeah, maybe that's what the cruiser was doing. The ship has fires going all over the ship. Ladislaus has taken a little bit of damage. Just got put on fire. There you go. Finally the Fuji goes down. Okay, then the battlecruiser. By popular demand, I'll switch to HE. Just to see what sort of damage I can put out with an HE salvo. Because I'm quite curious. Accuracy is going to take a little bit of time to build, because I'm switching to a new target. The actual damage is not happening, yeah. I think I got a couple of hits on saturated parts of the ship, so they were so damaged that they didn't actually register any hull damage anymore. That just fell short. That did not. 2 fire set. Okay, so that was HE, and I'm using HE to knock down a cruiser to 80%. With just 2 hits? 2 hits. Knocked it down for 350 hit points. Nice. There's more 18-inch incoming. There it is. Secondary tower. Oh! Oh dear. I think you guys have been absolutely right. That was the end of an 18 or a heavy cruiser. Jesus. Goodbye. Acquiring new target. Building accuracy. Those big shells should do a lot of damage. I think they just did. Holy shit, did you guys hear that? That was a plane flying really low over my house. It's 18-inch HE, yeah, I know. I suppose these are the results that I should be expecting. Todd Howard was responsible for those damage calculations. Why? It just works, remember? Now, I still have 90 minutes to sink all the remaining ships. Which is still that one battleship that is limping over there. The Hizen, I think. Yeah. Oh, it's firing! With its 17 inchers. Okay. Let's dissuade that thing from firing any further. Because I think that those can actually hit and hurt. Back to AP. And finish off that ship. A couple more salvos coming in on the cruiser that were already in the air. Oh! Oh, damn. That was 2,000 points of damage right there. I think we just sunk this cruiser with 2 hits, maybe 3, of HE. How are you supposed to sink something like this? Stop firing while my guns are aiming. What? I don't get to determine when the ship fires or not. I can only say what it should be firing and when it should be firing. But I don't really indicate exactly when it fires. Like it's not I click a button that says fire. There's a couple of shells going for the Hizen. At the moment I consider this thing to be quite a threat. Because 17 inch at, what am I fighting? 22 kilometer range. Does 6.1 inch belt or deck penetration. Sure enough, its accuracy is shit. Probably. But I still want to get rid of this thing. How to sink it? Planes and torpedo boats, yeah. Just overwhelm it. So I guess that's going to be the next operation. Trying to take that thing down. And it won't exactly be as I built it, the Ladislaus, but it might be something quite similar. I don't know what the AI prefers in their design. Okay, that should be the end of that one. It depends on how quickly they can get the flooding under control. You might need to give him one more salvo. Ooh, another fire, but no kill. Fire again. Yeah, HE can actually sort of beat armor being so powerful it blows the armor open. Indeed. There we go. That's the Hizen done. Alright, who's our next candidate for termination? I think the Tengu. Now what I am missing is a couple of DDs. Because I'm fighting 2 battleships, I think it was, 5 cruisers, and 5 destroyers. Let's switch back to HE. And I'm not seeing any of the destroyers yet. I still have about 80 minutes to find them. Oh, look at that. Engine 1 damaged. Heavy flooding. Heavy fire. That's what you get for having minimum bulkheads. That was one salvo. There goes another one. This is just cruel. This is not even a challenge anymore. I wonder how this ship would do if you would just stick a whole bunch of 16 inch on it, or 15 inch. Yeah, DDs have to get closer. You're right. That's why I'm trying to push in a little bit more. There goes another one. Jeez, that was 3,000 damage. Holy shit. AR? No! That is not an AR, that's a DD. We found the first of the destroyers. Good luck trying to hit something that small. Although apparently, I can do that. With a pretty persuasive 29%. Really? Are you sure that's not overly optimistic? This is a really small target. And I know we have radar. And the best rangefinders that we can get. See, there we go. 2.8%. That sounds more reasonable. There's all the DDs. And I can see them. So just finish off the Tengu. And then we're going to tango with some destroyers. Next time try using 12-inch guns. Yeah. That could be interesting. But then the enemy with their 17-inchers would have an advantage. I would just have to make sure that my ship has an incredible amount of armor. There goes the Tengu. Okay then. Let's not close in anymore. For risk of torpedo attack. I think only one shell hit will be enough to sink a DD. We've seen what these things can do to cruisers, these 18-inch guns, let alone to something as small as a DD. There might not be anything big enough to retrieve after a shell hits the DDs. Ooh, that came close. Those splashes. Few bulkheads. Yeah. Oh, bye-bye. 8,752. One hit. Nuts. See, I've done 13.7k damage with overpens. And penetration did 43,000 damage. Partial pen, 2.8. And I had 82 ricochets. Which I think was the 6 inches that we're trying to fire at cruisers. Unsurprisingly, some damage was blocked. So something was able to sustain an 18-inch hit and just survive it. Alright, let's wrap up the DDs. That is, if we can hit them, despite their smoke screens. Angle away. There goes another one. 1.3%. That is overall, but the guns are doing 5.6. And here I was, worried that I didn't have enough shells aboard. That's not even accurate. Because I still have 759 rounds left. Wow. Okay. Completely underestimated how many shells I would need. Or overestimated. There goes another one. Yeah, it's the 6-inch guns that got blocked. That makes more sense. Because seeing the damage numbers, I don't think that anything was able to stop an 18-inch shell. There goes another one. There's the Akazuki. Not to be confused with Jingle's cat. The Akazuki is not having any of this shit. Nope. Well, you're the last one here, buddy. I'm sorry, but it's gonna happen anyway. Set to fire aggressive so I can oh. Never mind. So, that was that mission. I took 2% structural damage and nothing else. What the fuck? So that works. This is going to be the next one. Create a task force of capital ships and attack a single but much more advanced battleship. This is the modern battleship in reverse. We can boost tech or we can boost funds. Funds gives me 100 million more. Tech gives me long range accuracy. Accuracy penalty removal. And a bit more base accuracy. Let's go for more funds. Change measuring to metric. Can I do that in this game? I don't think it allows you to do that. Millimeter, inch, default. Okay, let's go to millimeter. There. Alright, I am going to be right back. I'll let you guys figure out what sort of battleship you think I need to build here. Alright. So, what have you guys figured out? What do we need to do? Make 8 hoods. What, and hope that they detonate close enough to an enemy ship? Maybe? Go for cost efficient. Biggest guns I can put. Make a few ships with big guns to fight at long range. Yeah, we've seen how well that ended last time around, though. That didn't really feel like I had an advantage. Or like the enemy team had an advantage. Now, first choice, Dreadnought or battlecruiser? Hold on. A Dreadnought actually has less surface visibility than a battlecruiser? 7,750? 8,000. Really? Okay. Probably I'm a bit slower though. 24 knots. 30... Every time I click battlecruiser, it just regenerates these stats. Okay, that's a little weird. Sure. Make the cheapest ships possible equipped with those nonsense underwater. I could try that. Ship is overweight. Oh, you don't say. Stop fat shaming my ship. I called this stream Wacky Builds, or at least that was the plan, so let's go for Wacky Builds. Shaft 1, Aux 1, Krupp 4, anti-torpedo. No, it's not going to live long enough to take a torpedo. I can only fit 4. No. No. This is not going to work. Still, a 48 knot cruiser. What the hell? I'm going to need to get in close. Yeah. What sort of guns can I fit? Main. 406. Now I don't know what 406 is. That's not 18 inch, I think. Help. 16 inch. Really? Okay. Might be tempting to go with a couple of 16 inchers. I think the 48 knots though is completely ridiculous. And really something I don't need. How small can I make this? 33,000 ton. 15 battle cruisers. Okay. Swarm tactics it is. Holy shit, that's big. Rear tower. Jeez, look at that. The rear tower is so big that it doesn't fit on the ship. Main tower is too big. Advanced tower 11. Okay, now I can get away with it. I just need to find a way to place a funnel in there somewhere. Some parts are badly placed. Oh, you don't say. 28% engine efficiency. Yeah, about that. Let's go for forced boilers and change it to oil. There, 100% engine efficiency. I'm going to build 11 battlecruisers like this. Right. Could I just chase it down with 11 battlecruisers at 33 knots? Keeping everything the same? Maybe up the rate of fire a little. Because look at this. I'm reloading in 128 seconds. There, 92 seconds. I shaved off 30. That's better. Load them with TNT and RAM. I can go for TNT on the powder. Shell penetration and shell damage. Or high TNT even. More shell damage. More HE shell damage. 10 battlecruisers. 4 weight offset is 1%. I might be able to fix that a little bit if I remove the turret and replace it. 1, 4, 2... 1, 6... There. Okay. 10 battlecruisers. With a displacement of 21,000 tons. Costing me 30 million each. I'm gonna have 10. Right. Oh, a rangefinder would be nice. 9 battlecruisers. Radio? Who needs radio? Maximum torpedo spam. No. Torpedoes don't work on these designs, unfortunately. I can only have one on the port and starboard, one on the stern, and one on the bow. So torpedo spam is no go, much as I would like it. Armor, I'm not even going to touch that. Citadel, whatever, it's going to get killed off anyway. Start. Okay, so we're taking 9 battlecruisers, plus assorting escorts, to charge down an enemy super battleship, which also gets 2 destroyers. We have 9 battlecruisers and 7 DDs, so we outnumber them, since we have 16 and they have 3. But I don't think that the Russian Empire with their battleships are going to go quietly. Holy shit, what a mess. Okay, so I have 3 battlecruiser divisions. And then 2 DD divisions. How fast are these things? 35 knots. Now we're getting somewhere. Steady course. No, they said there was smoke spotted, but I didn't get to see the direction of it. Oh, the other way. Hold on, they're behind me? Confirm that. Come on, give me another one of those readings. There. It's somewhere behind me. Okay. DD division. That way. You're not screening. Other destroyers, that way. Battlecruiser divisions. I need all of you to turn around. Everybody's going to be zigzagging between each other. Yeah, that's not going to work out too well. Okay. Maybe I need to set one to follow another. I need you guys to follow this group. And I need you guys to follow... Which is the lead ship? The Ersatz York, I think. I need you to follow that one. Let's see if this sort of evens out. Slow it down to, say, 28 until everybody's caught up. Yep, they're behind me. Enemy spoke spotted to the east. What sort of destroyers do I have? They have 8-kilometer torpedo range. And they're 19-inch torps, so they can really do some damage. Provided that they... Oh, shit! Hit. We are already taking fire. These derpy DDs of mine are really spread out. See, this destroyer division looks good. But this one is all over the place. I wonder when we're going to see the first couple of casualties. Because I think that the Prince is going to get hit sooner rather than later. No, the Star actually needs to follow the Königsberg. Oh well. Oh boy. Oh boy, we're already down to 76. And on fire. I still don't even have an idea what's firing at me. And there goes the Prince Adalbert. Without ever seeing what was shooting at it. DDs. Commence your smoke. Everything. I want to have one big smoke screen here. Looks like the Star could be next. DDs that way. Go look for those ships. I need to know what I'm facing. What direction it's traveling in. How fast it's going. Ow. Ah, here you are. I wouldn't be surprised if those are 18-inch guns. He only has... well, only. He has 4 turrets of those. And he's already spotted all the DDs? Are you kidding? How far away are you? 18 clicks? And you're seeing all my DDs? That is actually quite impressive. Alright, well, as we have determined, rush tactics are needed. So the DDs are going to have to work their magic. Rush that thing and torp it. And hoping that that works. Oh, the Star took a massive hit. Down to 50. Surprisingly, it can still make good speed. Okay, so we got these 4 ships. We're opening up. I'm not even sure what the right type of ammo is going to be to fight this ship. Chat, do you think we should use HE or AP on all these ships? The game itself thinks that HE would be the best option, apparently. Yeah, they could be less than 18, you're right. But considering their accuracy... you only get that accuracy at really, really big guns. Where's the Star going? Oh shit. Ersat Scharnhorst going down. Or at least... this one's trying to do that. Oh, the DDs are closing! This is my 3 DD division. Which might get its torpedoes off. We can kiss this cruiser goodbye. HE until you were close, yeah. Oh, so that apparently now does go for the whole division. Using HE. Okay. They changed that. That wasn't like that in the past. Oh, hello DDs! Yeah, they were gonna show up some point. DDs, maximum rudder right. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. No, 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 no! Yeah, that happened. V5, I need you to go aggressive on your torpedoes. Launch whenever you think you have something that you can actually hit. And I need this DD division to make starboard even further. Look at these battlecruisers though. They are not doing well. The Mackenzie is now taking fire. I need these guys to start working on intercepting. I think that the Ersatz York barely has the range. Oh, actually we do. We have 8% chance to hit. Which is still not great. Why am I not seeing torpedo launches? There we are. I think we have a launch on the lead destroyer. Set some smoke screens. Morale's failing, yeah. Dishonorable display. Indeed. Come on, can we get some damage, please? Anything that slows it down or messes with its accuracy. Damage to main gun and fire. Yeah. I will see it, or I'll believe it when I see it. Chances of hitting those DDs are pretty bad. What's the other DD division doing? Oh, they're still all over the place. Come on, rush that battleship. It's the whole Jutland again. Yeah. And the battlecruisers are more serving as a distraction to make sure that the destroyers actually have a chance than anything else. But it does feel a little weird to be using capital ships as a distraction. If I get really lucky, these torpedoes over here might hit him. But it's a long shot. Oh, the V5 lost its torpedo. Or lost its part of its engine. No, it's repaired. It's all good. The fire going. Oh, we're doing some damage. He's down to 96 now. Come on, make those torpedoes do something. I'm banking on these three. Provided that they don't run out of steam before they get there. Game needs ramming. Yes, I would agree. Well, there goes Koningsberg. Well, maybe these three are going to miss, but these could prove to be quite crippling. Come on now. Come on, come on, come on, come on. They're gonna hit. 1, 2, 3. Huh? Torpedo hits. 39 damage, 26 damage, 17 damage. That ship absolutely did not give a single shit about my torpedoes. It has a really good torpedo protection. Normal. Holy crap, are you kidding? Oh. I got torpedoed in return by the DDs. Holy armor belt Batman, yeah. Torpedo blisters. Torpedo blisters are the enemy. What's he firing at? Oh, he's getting a little pissed off with my destroyer now. So I think it might be time to abandon ship on the V5. Because in all fairness, this ship can only take 1 or 2 hits from these guns. 17-inch guns, by the way. And there it is. What was I expecting? That was never going to work out well. V6 then. Come on, buddy. Money's on you. You got a range of 8 clicks, which means that he, with his 3.2, is well inside a range. It's one of the few surviving operable destroyers. Go for an aggressive launch. Just send those things out before it kills you. Come on. Can you give me one good reason why that middle torpedo tube is not on target? There goes the V3. Ah, there we go. Now it's turning. It's just 3 torpedoes, though. It's not even shooting? Well, that was fun. Range to target, 13 clicks. I'm firing 16-inch at a range of 16-inch range, 13. I can smash through about 2.6 inches of belt armor. Sorry, deck armor, not belt. How fast is this? This thing is cruising around at 32 knots? Oh. No wonder the DDs are struggling to keep up, let alone the battlecruisers. My DDs are doing 35.5. This battleship is pretty much outrunning them. Go aggressive on all torpedo tubes. Come on. Yeah, I don't think that this mission is going to go down well. Did I go for better tech or better funds? Better tech. Sorry, no, better funds. I got more cash for this mission. Which, I can tell you, is really not working out too well. Because my battlecruiser spam is just not working. Sure enough, every once in a while I put a fire on him, but he almost immediately puts it out. It seems like the DDs are also really reluctant to torpedo. This one just sent out a salvo, going for the destroyer there. Now I just lost it again. Oh, we also got torpedoes coming in return. Let's make a turn, avoid those torps. Oh, those were not torpedoes? Maybe not. A whole lots of ships and hope that the enemy runs out of ammo. That's an interesting idea. This thing still has 900 rounds left. Let's just say that I don't have enough ships to survive 900 rounds. What are you doing? Just keep going after that battleship, please. Set another fire. Another... Oh, there goes the York. do want to get these DDs into range again. Holy crap. The AI is really accurate with their torpedoes. And that's while I'm still keeping this division maneuvering a lot. But these two? Oh, thank God they're out of torpedoes. Now I need you to hold off on it. Hold off on the torpedoes. Alright, all cruisers. Switch to armor piercing. I just lost all my destroyers. No, actually I still have the V7. Give me a second, that statement's about to change. Come on, we knocked it down to 84%. Can we go a little lower on that? Now I need to have a survival rate of 30% of my battlecruisers. So that would mean that this group of 9 battlecruisers needs to have 3 survivors. I think that that's not doable. I think that's just not really doable. At least not with the way... Oh, but I have it set up right now. There goes my last destroyer. There goes the Mars. Yeah, this is not working. Maybe I need to boost technology. Ups the rangefinders, armor quality, turret mechanisms, control stations, and gun layout. Really? How much does the gun layout change? What sort of guns could I fit now? Oh! Oh, really? Okay. So now I can fit 18 inches as well. That's interesting. I just hope that this hull is actually capable of supporting any 18-inch gun. Yes, it is! It is. Okay. But can I fit all the other required parts on here? Well, not a tower 9. Not a tower 8. Not a tower 7. What if I go all the way back with that gun? Yes. Weird designs. Run them down with a Rodney or two. I think that's not quite going to fit. I'm already having trouble fitting these things on here. Maybe I need to go for dual barrels. You'll build 6 battleships. 3.2, 2.7. I still need to add a funnel. Mega funnel. Over there. Group 4. Radar. Rangefinder max. Water loaders. Black powder, no high TNT. 3 battleships. What else would I need? Diesels. Auxiliary engine. Yeah, I'll take an auxiliary 2 and shaft 2 to make sure that these things actually keep moving. Range, not important. Speed. Oh, yes, that might be important. How much can I go down on the weight? Just oh, there. This is when it starts to shrink. So this is what I can use. 51,000 tons. Yeah, the tech bonus is definitely worth it. The Rodney was all armament forward. Could I do that? Because I think it's just not going to fit. Even if I would want it to. Because it's such a sleek design. I don't think it's going to work very well. Weight offset 4-1. Can I move this turret forward a bit? Come on. 2 8s, 3 4 4. Well, it's not pretty. It'll just have to fit like this. And then there will be a couple of destroyers that I'm facing. I still have some cash left. So maybe a couple of secondary guns. A triple 8-inch secondary on the bow. And a triple 8... No. It's probably too close. Yeah, it doesn't fit. Casemates. Just to keep those DDs off of me. Some guns have poor sectors of fire. Whoops. Like which one? I think this one. It's probably not high enough. Still, I'd rather give up my... yeah. I would much rather give up my secondary gun than my 18-inch. Because I think I will rather need those 18-inchers to do damage. What are you talking about? Some guns have poor sectors of fire. I disagree, actually. I cannot quite get that aft weight offset under control. Unless I go with a smaller gun here. 4.6. Casemate 8-inch. Aft weight offset 2.7. 2.6. Let's get rid of these. 2.5. That's better. How can I have diesel engines with coal fuel and boilers? Yeah. That's something that's really weird about this game. It does not make sense. Here. It just doesn't make sense. Oh well. Can I fit a Citadel on here? Not for 3 battle... There. For 3 battleships I can have Citadel 4. And anti-flood 1. Autoloaders, hydraulic turrets. Electro-hydraulic turrets. Preferably electrical. No. Okay, Citadel 3. Okay. Maybe mess with the armor scheme a little. You know, I think the belt armor in this particular encounter is just not that important. I think deck armor is more important. But I wonder if I can ever hope to defend against these things. Because these, at 25 kilometer range, are going to smash through 9 inches of deck armor. Oh, I'm down to 2 battleships. I still want to have 3. It's the money, isn't it? Yeah, it's the money. Citadel 2? There, now I have 3 battleships again. Okay. 3 battleships, 18-inch guns, very sparse amount of secondaries, and that's it. Send it. Barbettes on the tower positions. No, that doesn't work. I think it offsets the weight too high. Which mission are we playing? We're doing the one that you get to build a lot of ships, and you're sinking one of their super battleships. Now, let's see if we can get a direction on them. They're behind me. That way. All DDs, you know what to do. Spam versus hero unit. That's an accurate description. Holy. Could you quit that, maybe? And not damage my main guns before the actual firing has started? How do they see me this fast? Because I have the same radar tech as they do. There. That's our target. What are we looking at? 4 turrets. Double turrets. Beats me. I can fire out to a range of 35. So one would argue that this shouldn't be a problem. Oh! Oh, maybe it is, because I'm trying to hit something at 38 kilometers away. Hold on! Hold on. I can fire out to a range of 35. And I have the biggest guns in the game. How are you firing beyond 35 kilometers? Because that doesn't make sense for me. If I don't have the range, and we have the same caliber guns, then he shouldn't have the range either. And yet he does. Aggressive fire. Look at that. The Jixin is already taking quite a beating. This is nuts. Range 35. We should be opening up pretty soon. Super heavy shells. Oh, yes. That's probably it. The super heavy shells give you, I think, 5, maybe 10% bonus to range. So yes, you're probably right. That's it. This other DD group needs to go over there. Set a smoke screen. Holy! I'm taking way too much damage here. Accuracy 1.6. We're opening up. The problem is my angle. I think I'm not firing both turrets. .32 kilometers range, 7.6% chance to hit. Oh, we have our first hit. It's taken 23 damage and was put on fire. Right. I want AP on all ships. Now, keep going. Oh, destroyed a barbette. I'm getting some damage in. I think it might have been a barbette on a secondary. Actually, no, this one. I'm still not quite sure what it means if you destroy the barbette. I don't know what sort of damage you get out of that. These DDs need to get way closer. Just set a course directly for that ship. You should have gone for the 16 or 17 inches, really? Oh, it changes accuracy. Okay. That's fair. Well, at least I'm starting to do damage against this guy. Or girl, I suppose, if you want to be exact. Battleship division. Change your course starboard a little bit, so we get the secondary, or the aft turrets firing as well. There's the lead division for the DDs, and there's the second one. Keep going. And now it's just a slugfest. Hoping to do damage. Soon we're going to get more identification on this ship. And more info. In the meanwhile, my ships are really taking a pounding. 74, 91, 79. Not good. There we go, destroy the secondary. It's not really a priority though, but it helps, because it makes my DDs more survivable. Radar allows you to fire beyond the horizon. Yes, I have radar. All of my ships are using that. Need to be where the ship is going to be. Let's assume it's about there. Full identification? Yes. Okay. So we got 26 knots on a battleship which displaces 105,000 tons. 17-inch guns. And they reload in 40 seconds. What the fuck? They have a range of 42 kilometers? Are you kidding? That is nuts. My 18-inchers didn't have that range, not even with the heavy shells. And moreover, apparently he can also see me at that range. Good point about slowing down. It also builds my accuracy up a little more. I think my DDs are still my best bet. Hoping that my AP shells do some damage to the engine, slowing it down. And then the DDs race in and try and torp it and hope that it doesn't have the same torpedo blister as the previous one did. So we are getting some damage. Albeit not great. No, we're getting somewhere. Floats or structural down to 80%. Damage to the main gun. I'm just quite concerned about the Dekai, I think. Dekai seems to really go down soon. Look at that ship stat. Red, yellow, flooding. That's not good. 10 kilometers out. But my DDs are starting to take damage. Smoke it up. .77. I wonder when I'm going to run into their destroyers. There they are. They seem really close to the San Domenico. Now I'm doing some damage. Finally. So the 18 inches apparently are working. Might have knocked out some secondaries, but it's hard to tell. Because they're still all firing. How far away are you? 7.2. No, I don't want a torpedo just yet. I still want to get closer. 70%, 72. .71. The secondaries are doing the best to try and keep the Laziba away. How far are you now? 5-4. Alright. Turn right. Set torpedoes to aggressive. And just swarm that thing with torps. Maybe the lead... No, the rear destroyer doesn't have the shots yet. Whoa, 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 whoa. The whole formation's going out of whack. Oh! There's a whole bunch of torpedoes coming in. Change course. Maximum right. I don't care about the formation. Look at that. That is a gift coming in from the Spanish. Not the good kind. Have I disabled the torpedo launchers? No, I have not. In fact, we have somewhat of a launch of torpedoes here. But the others, not so much yet. Just change course. The other... Oh, crap. You guys might get in the way. Laziba is going to be dead for sure. There you go. I'm a little surprised that all my battleships are actually still afloat. It's like he's trying to spread out the damage between all the battleships. And so far, hasn't actually disabled or sunk any of them. So that means that they are still doing damage. And this is why I usually advocate just trying to knock out one gun first. So one ship. Make sure you have the fewest number of ships firing back at you. He is down to 63%. We're still knocking off more and more of his superstructure. Damage to the gun, destroyed the barbette. It might actually work. As long as one of my battleships survives. Which this one is definitely not going to. I need you to detach from the division. And, no, not AI on retreat. If I can keep him alive, that would work. Just make sure you don't fire anymore. And hopefully you don't get detected because of that. Now here come the torpedoes, and they're all way, way wide. Alright, destroyers. Oh, there's another set of torpedoes in the water. Let's get out of there before they get close. Other DD division as well. Move. That's not good. Still down to 46. Haven't done any. Oh, there we go. There's that's one destroyer less. The rest of them are all healthy. But this ship is so fast that it's really hard to catch up to it and try to get torpedoes on. Unfortunately, didn't quite work. What song is that? This one? Or the previous one? Was that? Let me check. Miracle from Caravan Palace. Are these things all firing? Yeah. 54% chance to lock on, or to hit. 62 for the Yijing. Come on, hit the engines. Slow this thing down. Because while I'm doing about 35 on most of the DDs, I'm just not catching up. And, yep, he's taken note of the DDs. And he really doesn't like it. Damage to the main tower. Jesus. I think it's GG for the destroyers. There goes another one. He's just picking them off one by one now. So we're gonna have to do this. Guns. Torpedoes are just not an option. I keep trying to rush this battleship with torpedoes. It just doesn't work. So maybe I should keep the DDs closer and try to smoke up my own ships. And use them in such a role that the enemy does not have as much accuracy as much chance to hit as they normally do. There goes the Woolidan. Aggressive launch, please. I don't care what the accuracy is, just get those fish in the water. Come on. Nope. Are the DDs in range to try and light a few fires? Yes, they are, but they're not doing it. Alright, this one's still limping away. So I can still afford to lose the Dekai and the Yijing. I mean, whoa! I wouldn't like it if it happens, but I can still complete the mission, provided that I sink the Domenico. And the Domenico is still firing with all the guns, except the secondaries, but they're probably not in range. Push the DDs on the DDs? Well, that's what I'm trying to do, but it's just not getting in range. They just don't live long enough. Because it's like the AI starts targeting them specifically when they get too close. Which, I mean, is fair. It's what I would do. You would want to try and get rid of the torpedo threat. Although what we've seen in the previous mission, where I had all the battlecruisers, I did land a couple of torpedoes on the then version of this battleship, and it just didn't do much. Go for HE. Yeah, but my pen chance is pretty good. Oh, it's pretty not so good. Pretty bad. 10%. Okay, stick to HE then. And just squeeze another couple of salvos out of these battleships before they sink. What are you doing? Hmm? Oh. The Yijing had both turrets knocked out. Like, destroyed. Not knocked out. They're done. They're both red. So we're looking at a battleship that's only armed with 8-inch secondaries. Or casemate guns, rather. Detach. You might as well try and go... Oh. He's doing a Bismarck. He has his rudder damaged. It can go in circles. It can go turn left slowly or faster, but it cannot turn starboard anymore. Well, that's lovely. And... hold on, is the Dekai is the same way. The Dekai also has lost both turrets. Would it help if I would maneuver with my BBs to reduce accuracy? No, unfortunately it doesn't work. All it does is reduce your own accuracy. Right, so I can call this one a failure because the battleships that could do damage just don't have the guns for it anymore. And I don't think that this thing is going to be done firing anytime soon. Although, it has almost expended ammo on the 17 inches. It's down to 38 shells. Let's see, does it ever completely run out of ammo? Because then it's down to 8 inch. 32 rounds, 30 rounds. Is this going to work? Is he actually going to run out of ammo? 22 rounds. Unfortunately, they're probably going to really hurt the Dekai before they kill it. 14 rounds, so he has about 1.5 salvos. Six rounds. He's about to run out of ammo. Yeah, he's done. The hell? Okay. Russian bow in with all the battleships. Yeah. About that. This one's limping home. This one doesn't have a rudder. Or does it? That's been damaged, but I think it's been repaired. Speed. Down to 5 knots. So I can rush him at a whole 5 knots. And right now I'm trying to sink this thing with 8-inch casemate guns. I have 1,000 rounds, but I'm not even sure that's going to be enough. And he still has 1,500 rounds of 8-inch ammo. That's for the triple turrets. I'm gonna have to be really patient if I want to sink this thing. If at all. Knife fight, yeah. But he seems to be in a far better condition than the Decay. And that's the problem. Should have used HE from the start. Would have knocked out the spotters early. Maybe. Maybe. But yeah, apparently AP was not the right way to go. Although I did get a couple of decent hits on him. It just did not quite output the damage that I thought it would. Destroy the funnel. Can you still do full speed? No, you can do 17 knots. See, we're hitting the guy. But he's just shrugging it all off. He just doesn't care. You can see that the round's just bouncing off. Unfortunately, I'm afraid the same cannot be said for my battleship. No, I'm taking damage. If I fire AP, what can I reliably pen? Just about nothing. Just about nothing. At 1,000 meter range, I can penetrate 13.9 inch of armor. Hold on, look at that. This thing has armor ranging from 3 to 21 inch. Holy shit. No wonder I'm not doing damage to that guy. 21 inch? Did all three of my ships lose their turrets? Yes. Well, maybe not. Yeah, he lost it. Yeah, they all lost their main turrets. So if I had ramming speed on the Decay and dodge all the torpedoes, I might win it, but it's just not possible in this game. Or maybe not yet possible in this game. It's like I'm throwing pebbles. The battleship just doesn't mind. Just goes, eh, that's cute. Oh, hello torpedoes. That was more luck than anything else that I dodged that. And now we're just trying to take down a destroyer instead. Uh-oh. Oh, that's going to be a bit harder to dodge. Ooh, torpedo flooding. I'm not really playing too serious. I mean, I'm doing this at 5 times, and I'm trying to dodge torpedoes at 5 times speed. Oh well. 105,000 tons of displacement is crazy. Yes. Absolutely. Can we at least mess up one of their destroyers? So that maybe all of this suffering... Hold on. Is going to do some damage to their fleet. Ah, well. Yeah. We're done. I'm calling it. Twice the displacement of the Charles de Gaulle, yeah. Did any ship have that much displacement in real life? I don't think so. I think Yamato had 70,000 tons. And that was a really, really big ship. Can somebody Google that? what the biggest displacement is on any current or past warship. Because I think that the aircraft carriers are the closest thing. Maybe next to the huge cargo carriers. So the container ships. Do I get any more usable deck space with the Dreadnought hull? This is the Dreadnought hull. Yeah, alright. Rebuild. Alright. I think that this mission is going to take quite a bit more time to fix. So, I'm not going to do that right now. I've been streaming for a couple hours and I still have some other stuff to do. So I'm going to call the stream here. If you like the game, then by all means you can get it. Keep in mind it is, as far as I still think, rather pricey at $50 in order to get immediate access. And if you do that, you then get access to the Naval Academy, all these missions. You don't yet get access to the campaign, and I don't know when they intend to launch that. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the stream. I really liked having you guys on. There is another video for this game that I just finished, and that was published about 3 hours ago, 10 AM for me. So that's another one of the missions, and I didn't actually complete the mission, so I can really use your input on that. Anyway, again, thank you guys for joining. I really hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed the stream, and I might do this more often. Just a bit of a morning stream. Have some fun, play some Admiral, and see if I can get that huge-ass battleship sunk. Anyway, I'll see you guys soon for more videos, more Wargame tonight, and another stream. Probably the first one going to be Wednesday for XCOM, and then, who knows, maybe Friday next week, another stream for this. I shall let you guys know on the channel, and I hope to catch you guys again soon.